Welcome to the Center for the Potentially Entertaining.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
Cavs West Coast tonight, 10:30 here on the Buzzard. They're playing the Clippers after a big win over LeBron and the Lakers. They've finally managed to win a couple of games, I guess.
Yeah.
So what are they attributing his inability to really make things happen out there? It seems very, very unlike him. He's kind of in a Tom Brady thing right now.
He's just got a team that can't make shots around him.
Huh.
You got Russell Westbrook, who is a notoriously bad shooter.
Okay.
And then you have Anthony Davis, who's has a hard time staying healthy. And because they broke the bank to get those two guys, they're surrounded with these role players that they have to sign for the minimum.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
A bunch of young dudes that aren't seasoned enough.
Right.
Huh. Well, there you go. Cavs, Clippers in L.A., 10:30 tonight is your first tip. 10 o'clock.
And when was that game that you were giving tickets away for?
The game I was giving away tickets for is November 23rd, which is Thanksgiving Eve.
Oh, that's a day after we're taking that break. The 23rd, 24th, 25th, right?
That's correct.
And then
Yep, we'll be off those 3 days for Thanksgiving.
And I was telling Wilhelmina this earlier. You weren't here. But
yeah, I missed that whole thing.
Yeah, Wilhelmina, I figured I'd break the news to her first about my comedy special coming out on November 22nd.
That's exciting.
Very exciting. I got to watch a rough cut of it over the weekend.
Yep.
Did some little tweaks, some edits, put a trailer up on YouTube and all the social medias. Very excited about it. It's very good. Very proud of it.
It's going to be called Pure BS, if I recall.
Pure BS.
Yeah.
And it's going to blow your mind how much it's going to cost to watch it.
I mean, if it's $50, it's a bargain at twice the price.
Way less.
$49.99.
Even less.
$48.
That was your last guess, and you're wrong every time.
Oh, I was way off?
It's going to be free to stream on my YouTube channel.
Wow.
Yes.
Free, you say?
You can stream it for free.
Holy
on my
mackerel.
YouTube channel. And it's... everyone I've shown parts has reacted real well to it. I'm just very happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited. So I'm going to do that 22nd because I figured going into the long weekend, holidays, people are looking for things to watch. I'm banking on the people that don't spend time with their families.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people. Listen, at least it used to be back in the day. I don't know if it still holds. But that Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, historically, was like the biggest club night of the year.
Right.
Because everybody comes home from college.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's still a big night. I'm doing a show in Warren that night. But I figure, Tuesday and then going in Thanksgiving, you eat something, you want to put something on, have some laughs. Watch the comedy special. Enjoy it.
Yeah, people need to kind of get their yayas out that Wednesday night because they know they're most likely going the next day.
Right.
To sit there with their family and, which is, for some people, oh, that's no fun at all. I mean, for everybody, it's a little wonky, but it's no fun at all for a lot of people. So that'll be out on the 23rd of this month.
22nd.
That'll be out on the 22nd of this month.
22nd of November.
Mm-hmm.
Pure BS. Stream free.
Beautiful.
On YouTube.
You can leave us messages on the Alan Cox Show After Hours line anytime you like. It's always there for you. I came back, after a long weekend, we get that girl that I refer to as the caller.
Oh, I love the
who
caller.
calls a lot. I think she's blind. I think I've been able to infer that from some of her comments. I think she's somehow... I don't know if she's in the Darnell camp where she's blind and is confined somehow. But I came into work this morning and was checking my voicemail inbox, and she left 54 voicemails.
Is that a record? That's got to be a record.
I don't know, but that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah. She left, I had about 70 total from the end of our show Friday, from when we went off the air Friday to this morning. I had 70 voicemails of people using the After Hours line. 54 of them were from her. And I've gotten to the point, for a while, I was listening to them to see if there's any there, but they're uniformly so unbelievably banal that I just started just automatically deleting them. Once in a while, I get so many of them so regularly that at any time, if I'm in the mood to listen to some of them,
There's always some to pull from.
Maybe. I mean, I've listened plenty of times, and there's really not much of anything.
Right, but I mean, there's always, she's always leading them.
It's a steady stream of them.
Yeah.
Steady flow. So, but plenty of other people call too, and you can use the after hours line, 216-986-8903.
Hey guys, it's Connie and Hinckley. I was listening to the iHeartRadio show from, I think it was yesterday or the day before. And I have a question about Terry the Goat. How does she pick the games? Like, logistically, how does she pick them? I remember forever ago you explained, like, I don't know. I'm so confused. How is she picking these? Are they putting team names in a bag? What is happening? Please help me out. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll explain it again. Terry the Goat is Al Marcinek is our bureau chief out in Carlton, Pennsylvania, and he runs Marcinek Farms. And Terry is one of his goats. And what happens is he has rocks in her feed box. So when he lets her out of her pen and she runs over to the prognostication station or whatever he calls it, and there are rocks that have the team logos on either side. And so when she eats, these rocks will invariably be displaced and fall on the floor of the barn. And those are her picks. So the logo that lands up is the way she determines. That's right. So he's not
using that method. Last week, she went 8-0.
8-0 last week. Now, she did not have a winning week this week. But, so it's not like Al's painting her hooves and has a giant grid, and that's how she picks the games.
Ooh, that would be fun, too.
It's as simple as the rocks fall out, and the logo that's facing up is considered the team that's going to win. Now, last week, she gave me 9 picks, and she went 4-5. She picked.
Still not terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
Considering it's a goat knocking rocks out of a bucket. Like, that's pretty good.
That's right. The games she picked correctly, she picked the Bengals over the Panthers. That very much happened. She picked the Jags over the Raiders. She picked the Vikes over the Commanders. And she picked the Chiefs over the Tennessee Titans. She also picked the Packers over the Lions. That very much did not happen.
No, it did not.
She picked the Bills over the Jets.
That did not happen either.
She picked the Colts over the Patriots.
The Colts fired their coach because they lost so bad.
Yes. Frank Reich. Is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah. This guy. Because he got fired from the Colts years ago. He was like their DC or something, and they fired him, and then they go, well, because I think he took the Eagles to the Super Bowl or something. So they go, well, come back and coach the Colts. But
I don't think he did I think he was the defensive coordinator for the Eagles.
Well, he was the OC for the Eagles.
Or the OC.
Yeah, he wasn't the head coach, but that Super Bowl
was with him.
Run, is what got him the Indy gig. Upside is he can finally get the hell out of Indianapolis. She picked the Cardinals over the
really
Seahawks.
Don't like that place.
It sucks. And no offense, Indianapolis bureau chiefs. You know how people do that?
They know what it
They insult you, and then they go, no offense.
No offense. I mean.
And she picked the Rams over the Buccaneers, too. Football is upside down this year, right? Aaron Rodgers stinks. The Rams are flailing. Like, who,
The Jets are good.
The Chargers and the Falcons, 2 teams that will always find a way to lose, and they get pitted against each other. And Bills Chargers.
That's right. Bolt up. Did I do it? Bolt
up. Yeah. So it's been a wild week of football.
Giving up on the Browns and then becoming a Chargers fan might make it so that I just don't watch football anymore. Even though the Chargers are...
Well, they beat them. They beat the
winning,
Falcons.
Still not super entertaining.
Well,
that was...
L.A.'s not a football town. Even though they got 2 friggin' teams, they keep trying. The Browns had a bye week. A lot of teams had a bye week.
Yep.
Anyway, so in answer to your question, whoever you were, thank you. That's how Terry picks her teams. And this week she went 4-5, coming off an 8-0 week. So we will get week 10 picks from her this Thursday, and we'll hear what she's got to say. I got some money for you. It's $1,000, chance for you to go fund yourself, so listen closely and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at WMMS.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
No, I'm not going to play all 54 messages from that girl. I'm not going to do that.
You should just play them when we're off for holiday break. Just make one episode of the show, just her.
Yep. You thought I was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait till I play those on a loop.
It doesn't even have to be a loop. It can just be one continuous.
That's what I mean, like a string of her messages. One big, long, unbroken thread that will make zero sense to anyone other than her.
I don't even know if they make sense to her.
Well, she calls so randomly and so frequently that it's just whatever crosses the transom of her mind is what she leaves on the... So I think it's because, I think this happened with Darnell too from time to time, is that blind people have access to these kind of recording things that are on when they want them to be on, but they always can leave. I don't know if it's part of a Braille thing or whatever it is, like some computer thing. And so she's constantly calling the after hours line. And the messages range from complaints about people she knows to things about this show. If they were all about the show, I'd be way more inclined to play them because that would be more entertaining. But that's not the majority of her messages. Most of them are just kind of personal anecdotes that are rattled off, and sometimes those can accidentally be humorous. Alan, my wife and I have a skating rink down the street from us. We get good and high and then walk down the street and skate. It's good exercise, fun as hell. We'd gladly take Poundcake.
Good and high? What type of...
Though I bear no responsibility for his broken wrists.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to do that.
You don't want to have any fun, do you?
No.
Not his thing. He does not like fun.
Why not?
That's not my idea of fun. Now, if you want to go for like a nice walk while high.
A nice walk while high. Well, yeah, anybody can do that. It's the ice skating while high.
No.
That this guy and his wife like to do.
Slice my fingers off or nothing.
Well, because first they are getting high and then walking. They're just adding the skating part at the end.
I'm not coordinated like in everyday life, and now I'm going to get on a pair of like...
Right, but you know how hyper-focused people get when they're high. What I'm saying is, what if you found yourself
being very talented,
to be unbelievably coordinated when you were high on a pair of ice skates? Have you ever accidentally discovered that you were good? Like, the anecdote I always use is in high school, I discovered accidentally that I was a phenomenal archer. Purely by accident, I had some acumen for it. I was an unbelievable archer. Now, that's nothing I'm ever going to use in real life, but to stumble onto those abilities for somebody like me who's not athletically inclined is interesting. What if have you never found that you're accidentally good at something?
I was okay at track in like distance-wise. Not like I wasn't super fast, but I had really good stamina. So I was accidentally good at that because I wanted to be like a relay runner. Done karate. I've done a lot of things. Bitty wrestling. Oh, wrestling! I forgot about that.
So you call yourself uncoordinated, but you wanted to be a runner.
But I was I wanted an extracurricular activity. Like I didn't do anything after school, and at that again, this was in the process of finding myself. And I didn't know what my abilities were. I knew I had no interest in basketball, football, and baseball was out of season, so I wasn't going to give up my summer to play baseball.
I don't even necessarily mean confined to sports. Been something that
I accidentally was good at wrestling.
Because you were small? You were wily?
I was fast.
Fast,
like
okay.
You're quick.
Like, yeah,
slippery.
They couldn't pin me down. They couldn't get a grip on me. I would grab them before they would grab me, obviously.
Yeah.
So they couldn't.
It was like wrestling a watermelon seed. Yeah. This guy.
Yeah, that's a great metaphor for my life. They couldn't pin me down, And that's
Boy, I got pinned a lot freshman year.
Nope.
I stunk. I had to work to get better. Huh.
But that's the thing, though. That's why I find it so weird to do things that you don't really like. Because I did wrestling, but I had no interest in doing it. It was just trying to find something that I enjoyed. So I didn't really enjoy it. I tolerated it because it was an extracurricular, and I was accidentally good at it. So my teacher at the time, our coach, he was like, we have a spot for you on the team if you want. I was like, nah, I'm good.
What weight class were you?
This was middle school, Alan. So I don't know. I don't
see.
remember that.
This was
back.
So this was like pee-wee wrestling.
It was bitty wrestling.
Oh, this wasn't
Bitty
high
wrestling.
school. Bitty wrestling.
That's where he got his famous catchphrase. I think you know which one, Alan.
Oh, that's
'Cause
right.
He grabs them first.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know where you grabbed him. In the bum. That's where he got him.
And then the kids will be like, I don't want to wrestle this guy.
God, he's so
I'm
fast.
undefeated.
Oh, God. He's undefeated. That's right. Well, it's all coming together. Another piece of the pound cake puzzle comes together.
Did that for 2 seasons, and I was pretty good. But I was just like, nah, I don't want to do this no more. This isn't any fun. You're like, really? You're kind of like good. I'm like, no, I don't want to go home. I want my afternoons back. I don't want to.
Well, yeah, listen, practice and all the crap that comes with being on a team sport sucks if you're not in it 100%.
And that's the thing. I had the
I wasn't
ability
into it
to.
either, but I wasn't going to bail because I didn't want to look like a puss.
But it wasn't even about being a puss. It was just like we got out of school at 3. Practice would go till like 5:36, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing this. I want my 3. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go home, eat whatever.
Every minute I'm here, guys, I'm not at home waking my mom up.
Yeah.
My mom was
My
at
mom's
work.
getting uninterrupted sleep right now.
Yeah.
I got to bring my bitty bitty bum home so I can make sure that she's stressed out.
This cannot stand. Did you have, I guess Matt Maidens would have meant nothing to you, though. Probably didn't have them in middle school.
What is a mat maiden?
The wrestling cheerleaders, if your school was lucky enough to have they called them
No,
Matt Maidens.
We didn't have that in middle school.
Oh, boy. Nothing that got me more focused than having these cute girls in school watch me get my ass kicked on the mat.
In a leotard.
That
So
guy-
you're
oh
looking
my
at the
God.
girls
Yep.
trying to keep from getting a
Yeah.
bone.
Well, no, you're
Yeah.
wearing a cup, but I mean, it was, the headgear, the whole dopey bit.
Yeah, man.
I'm
it was-
110 pounds soaking wet, and I'm like, I got to get better at this.
The team was only like 4 people, so I was like 1 of 5. It was not a.
How
big
did you
team.
practice? Who did you wrestle?
Each other? Like-
You broke off at what, 2 teams of 2?
Yeah. Go.
Wow.
I think, man, yeah, it was.
4 people.
I think we started out with a lot more, but people just like dwindled down. I was like,
They saw how quick you were, and they couldn't get your bitty bitty bum. They're like, oh,
yeah, no,
I'm bailing.
it wasn't that I was the strongest. I was fast, and they couldn't get a grip on me. I would slide
you're
on
wily. He was greased up. He's probably sweaty.
Probably.
All right, I gotta take a break here. That's like a behind the music now with this song. That's exciting for him.